My name is Richard Hickman. I'm Senior Director of Planning and I head up the internal planning team at Indurent. A strategic site is a site where, in planning terms, the principle of developing it for industrial logistics development has not yet been confirmed. Indurent Park Tamworth is one of our flagship schemes as a business, but it started its life as a strategic site. It was a field and wasn't identified for development by the local authority. Indurent Park Tamworth has been a real success story for the business. So from signing the original development agreement with the landowner, within 8 years we had a fully developed, fully let business park at Junction 10 on the M42. Back in 2013, the site wasn't identified for development, but at the time we entered into the agreement with the landowner, we'd done a lot of work around employment, land supply, demand, and we believed there was a really strong case for the planning promotion of the site. And we decided to make an early planning application. We submitted the application within 12 months of entering into the development agreement, so we moved really quickly. And we tried very hard to work with the authority to persuade them, our case, that the site should be consented and come forward for development. In this instance, the application was refused and we chose to appeal. The appeal was heard and shortly afterwards we received planning permission. We made a case around the need from an employment land supply perspective, and we also had to overcome a reason for refusal that related to the site sitting within a gap between two settlements, and we got our expert witnesses to address both of those points. When promoting industrial logistics schemes, there are a couple of key themes that come up and key members of our team. So for example, employment need, supply, that is an issue that we look at in depth. We need that evidence base to justify the case that we're making. And quite often, because of the scale and the form of the buildings that we're proposing, they're very prominent in the landscape. We have to work hard to make the design of the schemes acceptable and how it sits in the landscape. With the advice of an expert team around us, alongside the experience that we have within the internal team, we can make important decisions around what to do when with our strategic site promotions. And to get those people together at the outset is fundamental to a number of our successes.